Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today's topic is the syllabus and the book list of history optional. This topic is requested by Harish Chandra Gupta through YouTube comment to discuss the history optional book list. But as my optional is geography and I have less knowledge in history optional, so I have told our history admin of our UPSC with Pooja group to make this video, and she gave us the syllabus and the book list. So according to her opinion and according to her book list, I made this video. So the syllabus, first analyze the syllabus for the ancient and the medieval part, that is the paper 1, and the paper 2 is the modern and the world history, right? So in the ancient and the medieval history, number 1 is the unit 1 is the ancient history, unit B is the medieval history, and in the paper 2 the unit A is the modern history, and in the world history is the unit B. The number 1 is the sources, the archaeological source, exploration, excavation, these are the sources. Then number 2 is the Harappan civilization. Then number 3, the Iron Age in India, Vedic society and the megalithic culture. Then chapter 4 is the period of Mahajanapads. Then number 5 is the Mauryan Empire. Then number 6, post-Mauryan period. Then number 7, Guptas, Vakataks and Vardhanas. Then number 8, the post-Gupta period and the rise of regional states. These are the ancient history, that means the 8th chapter. Here the same syllabus for the UPSC main syllabus and the optional paper. So but the knowledge is for the optional is in the depth, but the syllabus are almost for the same. Now the unit B, that means the medieval history, major political developments in India during the 13th to 15th centuries. Then number 2, society, culture and economy during 13th and 15th centuries. Then number 3, major political developments in India during 16th and 18th centuries. Then number 4, society, culture and economy during 16th and 18th centuries. So here the starts from the 13th century and ends from 18th century. This period is called the medieval India, and this period is in the unit B of the paper 1 history optional. Then starts the paper 2 modern India and the world. Here comes the unit A, that means the modern India. Number 1, European penetration and rise of British power in India. Then number 2, Indian economy under the British colonial rule. Then number A, that means 2A, impact of colonial rule on Indian agrarian economy, and number B, changing nature of India's trade and industry under the colonial rule. Then number 3, Indian society in transition, cultural encounter and socio-cultural changes. Then number 4, resistance to the British rule. Then number 5, growth of nationalism 1858 to 1918. That means from the number 5 starts from the freedom struggle. 1858, you all know that 1857, the revolt of 1857 starts from the freedom struggle, right? So here the growth of nationalism starts. Then Gandhian era 1919 to 1947. Then number 7, the constitutional developments 1773 to 1947. Then number 8, consolidation as a nation after 1947. So this topic number 8 is the India after independence. So here is complete the unit A of the paper 2. Then starts the unit B, enlightenment and the modern ideas. Then number 2, industrialization. Number 3, nationalisms. Number 4, imperialism and colonialism and war. Number 5, world history from 1919 to 1945. Number 6, Asia and Africa after World War II. Number 7, Cold War and global scenario. Number 8, collapse of Soviet Union. So this is the syllabus of the history optional, that means the ancient, medieval, modern and the world history. So now come to the book list which referred by Miss Devaki Sen. So come to book list. The book list starts with your NCERT. This is the basic. You have to read this book, as you all know, for the UPSC mains GS paper and also for the optional paper, you have to start with the 11th and 12th NCERT, that is the new NCERT and also the old NCERT. The new NCERT is the Themes in Indian History Part 1, Part 2, and this is Part 3, and the World History. So these 4 books are Ancient, Medieval and Modern and World. So this is your base book and you have to read this book. Then come to the old NCERT, right? So these are the old NCERT. India's Ancient Past by R.S. Sharma, History of Medieval History by Satish Chandra, then History of Modern India by Bipan Chandra, and the History of the World by Arjun Dev. So these 4 books are the old NCERT's updated version for the base. So these 4 books you have to read. This will strengthen your foundation for the history optional as well as the for the history GS paper also. Then come to some notes. So these notes are very popular notes, as you all heard it about this. That means S. Balian sir notes, Inside IAS S. Balian history optional notes is very famous notes for the history optional. So this is the ancient history, medieval history, modern India and world history. So these 4 booklets is for the history optional notes by Inside IAS Academy by S. Balian sir. You can also refer these notes. Then the most important book for the ancient history is the History of Ancient and Medieval India by Upinder Singh, right? So as you all know, this book, this is the ancient and the early medieval India for the by the Upinder Singh, and this book is very famous. Then come to the, this will suffice your ancient and early medieval. After completing this book, you have to refer this one, that is the Satish Chandra Part 1 and Satish Chandra Part 2. In the Satish Chandra Part 1, that is the medieval India from Sultanate to the Mughals, Delhi Sultanate 1206 to 1526, Part 1. Then the Part 2 is the from Sultanate to the Mughals, Mughal Empire 1526 to 1748. This is the Part 2. So these 3 books is your main optional book. The NCERT, new NCERT and the old NCERT is the base. You have to read them for your GS paper also. For the optional, you have 3 extra books for the ancient and medieval history. That is the Upinder Singh book and then the Satish Chandra Part 1 and Part 2. So these 3 books will suffice, and here the ma'am will told you that you have to be read less and you have to retain more. Don't focus on many resources, just stick to one resource and make notes from it, and you have to read you don't have to read each and every chapter of the every book. You have to read it selectively. That means some chapters are important from some particular book and some chapters are important from that book. So you have to pick that one and you have to make your consolidate notes from each and every sources, right, at one place. So now come to the map questions, right. So in the paper 1 you have to mark the map questions, and in the map questions you will get 50 marks. So map questions are quite mathematics type questions. That means here you can get almost 50 out of 50. That means these are the very high score marks questions, and you have to be well prepared in the math questions. So in the map questions, this book will help you. This is the Rashid Yasin and Ranjan Singh books, map entries for history optional civil service mains examination. So here you will get many map books, but she referred this book, and she also personally she follow this one, and you can follow them. This is the map books for the ancient and medieval history. Then come to the paper 2. So Spectrum and the India Struggle for Independence, this is your basic book which you have to read for the GS paper also, and these 2 book will also help you in the optional paper, because in the Spectrum you will get some factual details which is not included in other books, and in India Struggle for Independence this is the for the mains book, and this mains book also will help you in the optional paper. So this is your basic book after NCERT. You have to read for this for the GS paper also. Then the Shekhar Bandhopadhyay From Palashi to Partition and After, A History of Modern India. So this book, the most important book for the modern history, you have to read this book. So this is for the your optional paper. So after reading NCERT and Spectrum and also the India Struggle for Independence, these 3 books will is for your basic, for the GS paper also. But for the optional, you have to be more focused on the Shekhar Bandhopadhyay from Palashi to Partition and after. So this is your modern history book. Then come to the world history. For the world history, as you have already started with the new NCERT and the Arjun Dev old NCERT, then come to the Norman Louis modern world history. So this book is the also sufficient for the world history. So then come to the history optional previous year question paper. So this is the previous year question paper which will help you to understand the trend of the history optional question, right? So only reading the books and making note is not sufficient according to your history optional ma'am. So you have to refer the previous year questions and you have to practice a lot from the previous year question. So for that she referred this book. That means the Chronicle IS book, I think. This is the history optional previous year revised and updated edition 2018. And if you are preparing for 2021 or 2022, I think you will get the more updated one. So this is the history optional previous year. Here you will get the solution with the last 20 to 30 years question paper, and you have to refer this book for the solving the previous year question paper. So here you have to need the first you have to need the syllabus, then you have to need the overall book list, then you have to know the previous year and you have to solve it. So after that if you want to join any test series for the history optional, I will highly recommend you please join any test series for any of the optional paper, because for the optional paper test series is must and you have to practice a lot for the answer writing. So I think that's it for today. I hope all of you have liked this video, and if this video is beneficial to you, please like, comment and subscribe this channel. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.